Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris.
All right there. How the devil are we? I'm doing all right today. I've only got 2 shows. Got 3 tomorrow, though, would you believe? 4 tomorrow. Oh, my God, I'm a YouTube whore. What is happening? What is happening? Thank you to everybody who's joining in with the women's Euros and taking part. It's great. I mean, I must admit earlier on today that the Belgians, they were lucky. Iceland really deserved it. And there were some terrible touches in front of goal. You know, it's like, let me stick my foot out and see if I can touch the ball sort of thing. But no, apart from that, it's been good, and it's good to still have football. And at least we're not being beaten by Hungary 4-0 in this tournament. This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Thank you for lending me your eyes if you are watching us, and your ears if you are listening to me. Like I say, on YouTube, I gained quite a few subscribers during the watch-along earlier. If you can subscribe, brilliant. You don't have to join in. You don't have to enter this chat. You can just watch it and laugh at us making pig's ears of trying to be commentators. But if you can subscribe, I would love you forever. And if you don't subscribe, I'll love you even more. That's how much of a threat that is. It is the watch-along, France versus Italy.
Till I Die Watch Along Show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
It is. Well, I'll get back to you at the end of the game if I'm alive. Helen, good evening, sir. How are you? 25 degrees there. Hope you're well. I saw the Belgian game. It was mistakes all over the pitch first half, but second half was better. Ref wasn't that great, nor VAR. Penalty. I mean, it was one of the worst penalties you'll see. Second penalty was a lot better, but and the other one scored from a header. And maybe there should have been another penalty. Who knows? Who knows? We all but mere fans. Ian's back in again. Good evening, Ian. How are you? I like your Leicester club shop in the background. It is a bit like a club shop, that, isn't it? You know, I've got my fluffy bits dangling, and I've got the Premier League trophy, which isn't for sale. Anyway, I was playing with myself earlier because I was on my own, but I've got to be able to play with somebody else now. You know him; he's there all the time. You know what I mean? We do try to get rid of him, but you know, it's like a fart in a lift. The doors open, they shut, and he's still there. What can I say? Please, welcome, the Ginger Minger himself, Dan. Sorry, when I've got a D, that comes up as the thing. Here he is. Dan, he's still alive. He's not burnt in the heat. Dan,
I haven't. I have not spontaneously combusted. It's been a really hot today. As you say, about 24, 25 degrees here. So It's been one of those suns out, gingers in sort of days, even though I did go for a picnic with the kids earlier. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. France, Italy should be a good one. Thanks for having me, Chris.
It should indeed. I mean, the game earlier, I don't know if you popped in on the chat, but I don't know how much you saw of it. Helen,
did it finish 1-1?
Hello, Dan. It did finish 1-1 in the end. I thought there was a cast iron penalty right at the end for Belgium.
Wow.
But no, sorry, for Iceland, I think it was. But she was offside. Had she stayed onside, the goalkeeper took her out, it would have been a penalty. Ian saying hello to Dan as well.
How you doing, Ian?
Do that. Make him feel welcome. Make him feel like he's got friends. And the second penalty that Iceland should have had, it was Belgium that should have had it at the end. Iceland should have had one for handball. In fairness, it was booted down. I think it hit another player and came up at the Belgian defender. And I don't think that she would have got out the way. Well, she couldn't get out the way. And I don't think it was delivered. I think that's why it wasn't given. I thought the second one, I was shouting penalty all day. I thought it's going to be a penalty, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Helen says, have you started your pre-season, Dan?
Yeah, we have. We should have been 3 games deep now, but we're only 2. We played Rochdale and won 1-0. We then stepped up with a game against Wolves and lost 3-0. However, we were meant to send a Burnley 11 to Burton Albion, but that got cancelled. But the one that fans can visit is next Saturday when we travel away to Shrewsbury. So,
indeed,
should be interesting.
Chris Welsh, welcome along. Welcome back.
Evening, Chris.
The teams are coming out now. You can see the teams there up on the screen. I won't ask Dan to go through them because all fun, I'm sure. Oh, Bartoli, number 13 for Italy. I love her pasta sauce. The teams are there for you to peruse. Incentive for the winner of this one, they can go top. Dan.
Yeah, they can.
We've had 3 draws on the trot.
What's that, sorry?
So we have 3 draws. Sorry, there was a helicopter, the police helicopter going over there. Searching,
so you just had to shut the curtains quick.
Yeah, exactly. 3 draws in a row we've had. It'd be nice to see a winner in this one, wouldn't it?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. And I expect it to come from the wings. Both of these 2 teams have got, they're both playing a 4-3-3. Both seem to have an attacking intent with the forward 3. Delphine Cascarino for France, she's brilliant. Young attacking midfielder with who plays for PSG. And I think, is it Bergamaschi as well? She plays for AC Milan women. She's, the battle between them 2 is going to be interesting. So I'm looking forward to it.
Me thinks someone has been doing the homework.
A little bit. But to be honest, I don't think I could call it. If I were to go anywhere, I'd probably say that the Italians might nick this.
Really? Well, I am going all out France here, only because France are 3rd in FIFA rankings, Italy are 14th. So for me, that's quite a gap. In Belgium, were 19, Iceland 17 earlier. Let me just see what information I've got here. It's loading up here. They have played each other 8 times before. France have got 3 wins, Italy 4, and there's been 1 draw. France scored 8 goals. Italy have scored 11. Let's have a look at. Basically, France haven't lost in 14 matches. Wow. But Italy are unbeaten in 13 away games.
Oh, interesting.
So it could be close.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one of those games where we've seen it before in the men's game where Germany have been absolutely class, but they've started off slow. Are we going to get that from France today, and the Italians can keep it up? Or if we treat it to another draw, which it seems to it's starting to become a bit of a norm, these draws actually in the women's Euros in the opening games. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, I think France will probably be happy with it as well because obviously it keeps their unbeaten run going a little bit longer.
Yeah, Charlotte here. Come on, Italy. She was a big Iceland fan in the last game. Maybe your team will win this time. Can I just say in the chat, guys, by all means, chat away. But if it's not match, not topic related, as in this case, World Cup, then it won't even be looked at, to be honest with you. So please get the chat on the topic of the show.
Well said.
And there is a note that when you join in for the first time, you do have to sort of click a thing to say that you understand the rules, and that is one of the rules. We as commentators might go off piste a few times, but obviously we've got to, have gaps when we need to talk. But in the chat, please keep it on topic if you would be so kind. So this one is coming to you here. I mean, we were at the Manchester City Academy earlier on. No seats behind the group, behind the goals. Trying to think where this one's being played.
It's over in Yorkshire, Chris, at Rotherham.
At Rotherham, that's it. Yes, that's right. I saw it earlier and I thought, what the hell is it doing in Rotterdam? We have got an English referee.
Wow.
Rebecca Welsh. Come on, Becca. Don't let us down now. And as always with this, they have one assistant referee that is the same nationality as the referee, and one which isn't. But I think the one that isn't, and I'm going to stick my hand on the block here and say this, I think the one that isn't is actually going to be the same nationality as the VAR. I think that is how they are doing it.
I'm surprised somebody like Shauna Massey isn't doing it. The referee or fourth official in the Premier League.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Let me have a Desmond, because that these sort of things do interest me. Don't know why. Where's the match? Here's the match here. Well, here we go. So yeah. So the fourth. Oh no. The fourth official is Scottish. Oh
hey,
my God.
Scotland have made a tournament.
Do you want the bad news though? The video assistant referee is Chris Kavanagh.
Oh, you're joking.
No. And Tiago Martins from Portugal is the video assistant referee. So that's just completely blown out the wind. The
logic's well and truly gone now, hasn't it?
For the last two games, I promise you that has happened. Charlotte, I am already going to give you a comment of the show. The trouble with France is that they are French. I'm going to give that a star. Do you know what? You know what the best thing they could do? I've always said this. The best thing they could do is when they've built the Channel Tunnel, is to join it up to the M25. So they come out the tunnel around the M25 and straight back down again. Anyway, we've kicked off.
We have indeed.
Hello to all our French viewers that I used to have. Niall's in.
So how far are you then, Chris?
I'm only on 25 seconds, 26.
Right, I'm 43.
Well, you're near as damn it. I did have a panic earlier because the company I use for my Fire Stick, it's already a corner to the French. And it comes out to the far side. Oh, she messes it up. She absolutely. I mean, this is what was
she does a Raheem Sterling.
Earlier. Sorry?
She's done a Raheem Sterling. She's too busy piss farting around up ball.
Exactly. I mean, what the hell was she doing? You know, that is League Two stuff, not national team stuff.
Put your laces through it, man. Whoa, man.
No, so Niall, if you want to ask Daniel questions, please just send him a message. Keep the chat on topic. I did actually just say before you came in. Charlotte, yeah. I think because it's probably you're live. I'm going through a Fire Stick, or if you go through the iPlayer, it can sometimes be slower. Your missus is in, the most beautiful woman in your household. It's Kate.
I thought that were me.
But you had a lovely day on this sunny Sunday. You got a better beard, that's all I'll say. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, Charlotte, on that. Evening, James. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Evening, James. Hope you're well.
And she's got it. What's she going to do with it? No, it came to the Italian player eventually, but she could do sod all with it. A shot there that's just ended up on the space station. So, I mean, I must admit, I don't know whether I'm being uber critical here, but I mean, the number 6 for France there got it off the goalkeeper well. The number 11, got to be honest with you, she might as well have been heading a sack of potatoes. That was a rubbish header. Rubbish. Am I being too critical here? You see, this is the. I mean, but I have said I'm a great advocate. Oh, it's a goal kick. I don't look like it was a penalty though. I'm a great advocate. Obviously, I'm covering all the women's games here, so I am a great advocate.
Italy are in. Italy are in. Oh, great save! Fantastic save from the French goalkeeper.
You must be way ahead of me. Because I've just seen her kick it out. Here we go. Well, did you say that was a save, or did she happen to be lucky? Because she went one way.
She's dived the wrong way and managed to elevate a foot to keep the ball out.
Yeah, but when you dive the wrong way, you're not really. Let's have a look at this thing close up. Yeah, I mean that's lucky. That's a lucky save, not a good save. I think.
It is lucky. I think that's why it makes it look better, because obviously she's got away with one.
Oh, she was lower that. A shot in there from the Italians, and the French managed to get it back to the goalkeeper, and they've broken down the far side. Which team is she on, Charlotte? Everybody's been trying to tell me that Jesus is a woman. Kate says with 2 doors I don't get a look in. These two sold the show on looks and definitely didn't get it from their mum. But on topic, hope you are ace the podcast and everyone indeed.
And they do get it from their mum, Kate. Don't put yourself down.
Niall, I've no idea what you're on about, what song you are on about, but like I say, it's nothing to do with France, Italy, so I'm not particularly bothered. James has gone for 2-1 France. Yeah, I'd probably have to agree with you there, James. When you look at all the goals that they scored in the qualifying games, 45-4-1 against, there's not been that many goals, apart from maybe Germany and Norway. But I think 2-1's a fair shout there, James. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, not a bad assessment. I mean, I've got 100% record on the lives with the women's football just yet, Chris. So,
no, I've asked you twice to keep it on topic now. I don't want to know, how much you're licking Kate and Daniel's arse at the moment. Just leave it out, because it's nothing to do with the show at all.
Offside? Is she not? Oh, another good save. Is it offside? Has it gone to VAR? Yeah, it has now. I don't understand why they let that go for that long, to be fair.
I don't know.
The French were in then.
I'm at the
French
other
were
end.
in then. But,
oh, no, I've done the French. Yep, sorry. I thought you were up at the Italian end.
No. To be honest, 2-1's not a bad shout. 2 decent chances from either side, really.
Oh, that was well offside, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Play. Yeah.
I mean, the keeper still made the save, which is fantastic because she still kept her team in the game. But you know,
now, let me ask you a question: is Burnley playing? So therefore,
no,
I think the answer is no.
No.
Just do what Kate.
Save yourself the hassle, Chris.
No, seriously, mate. That's your last one. That's your last one. I'm sure you don't know that many Burnley fans to compare. Anyway, fans are on the break.
I did a thing earlier, Chris. On
you cleaned up after yourself.
It's on Instagram, so you sort of ask people to send you questions anonymously, and people can just ask you. You're not going to know who it is unless you paid for premium, which you don't have to. So I didn't. I'm not bothered. And I could tell which questions were Niles and which ones weren't. To the point where there were a question came through, and I just thought, yeah, that's him all over. So when I posted it on my Instagram, I just put, "Hi, Niall."
Yeah.
Oh, goal!
Oh, France! I don't know. France are coming away with it down the right-hand side on the edge of the penalty box. Chips it in. Surely, yes. Oh, what can we say to that? And before you ask that, yes, that is Dan. Oh, here we go.
Good goal by the midfielder, Gioro, nice finish.
Hang on. I'm listening. Yeah, Mike's coming in with his thoughts. Mike's coming in. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Yeah. I tell you what, there's a fair share of early goals in this tournament. And again, that was down to absolutely poor defending.
It were. I think you've got to. Oh. Oof.
Yeah,
Take a shot. Oof.
Oof. What are you doing down there?
I'm trying to round the sheep up, Chris. I'm trying to round the sheep up.
You've seen quite a few shots straight at the French goalie there. You've watched quite a few games, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is it me, or is some of the defending very much stick a boot there and hope it gets in the way?
Yeah. It's almost just throw your body on the line, and if it hits you and you defend it, then brilliant, fantastic. But it should be like that. To be fair, I mean, that's your job as a defender. That's what you're made to do. If you're just going to chase the ball and not think about where there was three. Let's have it. There was three French players that could have put the ball in that back of the net then, which goes to show that the man marking's not there, and they've not really thought about it tactically. When France have come forward, they've come forward in numbers, and they've
too far.
They've lost out on it, and they've got to now try and push France back, and that's going to be difficult when you're up against third seed in women's football.
Yeah.
I think this is where I eat my hat today, though, Chris. I think obviously I think Italy will have a good, I'll have a good go at it and may nick it, but the basis of the game, I mean, it could all change. We've seen that. we've seen it change. You know, one half's been one team of dominance and the next be the other. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough game to call. I think you and James might be right. The French just look so much like they want it more.
They do.
Oh, wow. As he says it, 2-0.
Oh, again, poor goalie. Poor goalkeeping.
She just palmed it out to her.
Yeah.
Palmed it straight out to her. Oh, honestly, you can have your get.
We are. This is looking like all one way.
It is. It's one-way traffic.
Yeah. Niall,
just-
in regard to your last comment, yes, you are, mate. I was just about to kick you out the chat then. You've saved yourself, but that is your last one. That is your last one. I don't want to have to warn you before. And if you shout out goal again before the goal goes in, you will be out. Just keep it on topic, behave, and at your age, not your shoe size, please.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I got. I don't know who it were that sent it, but they said somebody put how big are your tits, and I was a bit like and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to come back with the ultimate response when I share it. So I said huge, but that's because every time I sleep with your mother, she makes me a sandwich.
I can't believe you just said that before the water deadline.
Oh,
On topic, Dan. On topic. Applies to you as well.
Oh, okay. I do like a topic. Not a bad bit of confectionery. I mean, it's a shame they're not
I
around.
can do that. There we go. Yeah, James says basic goalkeeping error there. Should have grabbed hold of it.
Yeah. I don't understand why. I mean, most keepers come out and sort of put their arms around the ball. I mean, even that way, she's still technically in control of the ball, which means if the French player does try to attack it, the keeper's probably going to get a free kick for the French player trying to kick it out of her hands if she's got two hands on the ball.
Yeah.
But the fact she's just literally gone, here, have a second. Bit of a funny one for me.
But let's just update this. So it's 2-0 with coming up to just a minute or 15 minutes gone, and we are 2-0 to France. So Michael Owen, my punditry there at the other end, who said that Italy were going to win.
I said they'll have a good chance with Bergamaschi on the wing, but they've not really even got her involved. The ball for Italy has been predominantly more down the left-hand side than the right. And
France coming again. Oh, Italy, last-minute tackle.
Oh!
No, not another, surely.
The French have hit the beans, Jeff. They've hit the beans on toast.
Oh!
I tell you what, keeper and defender on the line, and they both just like watching it.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same then. All they were doing was watching it.
Why couldn't we have had these Italians in the Euro final, for God's sake? It's not fair, Chris. I'm fed up.
Well,
I
did actually was having a chat with where are we? With Charlotte, I think it was. Yep, Charlotte earlier. And apparently the American team played a men's under-15 male team and lost. And they just won the World Cup, the Americans. So
I think when one of the women had actually put a post out saying something, or saying something to do with how can you compare us to such and such a team. I wish we could prove them wrong or something like that.
Yeah.
So somebody got in touch and said, well, let's do it then. Let's get it organised. And then obviously it came about and they got beat.
Mm.
France free kick though.
Now it's gone on a hide.
Still going on.
Talking some shit about sandwiches. So it's a free kick to France. 16 minutes gone. Free kick in. That's not a bad free kick, but straight headed out by the Italian, who lose it straight away to the French. A lovely ball out to the edge of the box on the near side. It's almost like a dog toying with a.
You know what this is, Chris? It's like Burnley Man City vibes all over this. 11 men behind the ball, and Manchester City just having a passing exercise.
I'll tell you what, I'm watching this thinking Leicester Norwich, and it would be Norwich 2, Leicester 0 for last season. I don't know what that is, Charlotte. I'm going to be honest with you.
What's that? What's that?
She said something in Italian.
Hopefully it was not Phenomena Butana.
I don't know whether if it doesn't translate to just one cornetto, I'm struggling. James, Italy look all over the place at the back. Could be a cricket score if they are not careful. Yeah, I think they could be. Hey, Chris and Dan, how the devil are you? Not a problem, Charlotte. I just wondered what it was. I don't speak Latin, is it? Or did you say Italian?
Yeah.
Just one cornetto. Give it to me.
Olive oil, olives, margarita, parmesan.
No pineapple. Corner to
no
France.
Pineapple.
Corner straight to a French Italian defender, but the French get it back. Nice bit of 1-2 there. Chip in from the French. I tell you what, the French have got those crosses. Oh yeah. Ooh, the French have got. I tell you what, best I've seen for a while. The French are really good at getting the ball in the box.
Got the shit together, haven't they? The French. They seem to know what they're doing. They seem to be able to read each other's game very, very well. Playing as a team, not picking passes out, working the chances instead of just firing the ball forward and hoping someone's going to get on the end of it, which you see a lot of in this tournament, where it's just a case of get the ball in, and if someone's there, they'll get on the end of it. But they seem to be working and creating the space and the opportunities for themselves, and it's nice to see. But I suppose this is what you're going to get from, as I said earlier, third-seeded nation.
Yeah. Things normally guaranteed in life. Death, taxes, and Manchester City 5, Burnley 0 most of the time.
Oh, Italy with a chance.
Italy have God on their side. Sort of call into the Pope before the game. You better be making them prayers. Italy, of course. I know she missed it totally. And Rennie's got France to win the whole thing. Offside anyway. Offside. Has Kate got her own YouTube? Does Kate fancy being a mod, by the way?
She has got her own YouTube. Yeah, she just posts pretty much some of the videos that she posts from a TikTok. The days out and stuff.
Yeah.
That's about it. But
she's got her own YouTube, which I presume she has. She's commenting that allows her to be a mod. Which, of course, she's a mod in yours, isn't she?
Yeah.
France are coming. I'll come back to you on that note. France, that she's holding on to it. Oh, ball off just wasn't quite on target. They are keeping possession well, the French. They're probably the best at that. And then after I say that, she kicks it straight at an Italian defender. 2020, just not like my vision. No, Kate, if you are still here, I don't know if you're still watching or not. If you fancy being a mod as well, I can add you in. But if you don't, I understand. Don't worry about it.
It just means you've got the power to ban people or hard users, get rid of idiots. Although you keep them talking in my channel, so I don't know why Chris will want you to be on this.
Indeed, James, thank you very much for that. Indeed, hit the likes and subscribe.
Well said, James.
I'm going to do a Premier League prediction show tomorrow. Where am I going to put Everton?
Ooh,
I tell you what, watching France, it's nice to see a team in all blue winning. It's been a long time. I am on about Leicester there after we lost to bloody Notts County.
What did that finish it end?
Sorry?
What did it finish it end? Because it was 1-1 when I were in the stream.
It was 2-1. We changed 11 players in the second half, and we only had...
I thought France were going to make it 3. You had 2 players for having a stab at the cherry, and they both skewered it.
Oh my! They did. Oh.
In fact, the first one doesn't even come off the French play; it comes off the Italian defender. Depends how you want to look at this. It's a case of a missed opportunity for France to make it 3, or great defending by the Italian taking it away.
We call it. Well, I think the Italian was lucky because it could have ended up in the goal. I think the number 20 for France, probably what I call Gazaresque there.
Yeah, that's who I mentioned, Cascarino, earlier. That's
yeah, indeed. Wow, Charlotte, indeed.
Yeah, it's not bad, Renee. I created a women's tournament on it because all the international teams for women are on it as well. So
the thing is, though, Dan does play as like the Burnley men's team, and he still loses. Charlotte says, "Where's the mafia when you need them?" I don't know, but if the French don't turn out for the second game after they win this, we'll know they've been local.
It's hard to really say much on the game. Well, as I said earlier, when you've got pretty much just one team having pure dominance over the other.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it here, France have got 75% possession. And they've had 7 shots on target to Italy's 3. So I meant to say, instead of have, read that as had. Dan.
No problem.
I think it was 4 I got up to with him.
Coming up 25 minutes in open play. And it's just French domineering, shot from range. Nothing from Cascarino.
If we look at the form, France, looking at the last 5 games here, going back, they beat the Netherlands 3-1, and that's no mean feat because obviously Netherlands are the holders at the moment. They beat Wales 2-1. What can you say to that? They then beat Slovenia 1-0. They beat Cameroon 4-0, and they beat Vietnam 7-0.
Nice.
It's a strange kick-off the French do here because they've got a goalkeeper on either side of the smaller box, haven't they? Now, Italy's one was Italy beat Denmark 1-0, beat Norway 2-1. Sweden beat them 7-6, but I'm guessing that's penalties. Italy put 7 past Lithuania. and they beat Switzerland 1-0. So pretty evenly matched, obviously, apart from the loss on penalties. But I think, to be honest, I'm not going to say this is over because look at Switzerland.
No, that's true.
I can just say, Dan, that looks extremely rude what you just sent me.
What's that? Ah.
Well, it's all right. I nearly got spell checked on Fancy for Fanny, and that you'd have been down here hitting me in the face. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Tell you what, it's the first time Rotherham will have had a decent crowd at the stadium.
Yes, yeah. The game earlier it was 3,500. It was the lowest so far. I don't think
you're going to beat the opening, are you? You're not going to beat the opening game of the tournament. No. England, Austria at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Fantastic attendance.
Yeah.
There's one thing I hate at football. It's a Mexican wave.
Oh, I like the odd Mexican. I like a Mexican wave.
I think it just must be a Burnley thing, especially when you're away from home and you're at a team like Reading or someone like that, where they, a Mexican wave to them's an art out. It's practically, they're there.
No, there's got to be the places to do it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Places like Soccer Aid or passing the time at a concert, and it happening. I get that. Oh, the French are in. Oh, she's been marked by 2 defenders. Still managed to come away with it. 3rd defenders kind of took her out, but
yeah, she's
referee wave play on.
She's running on it. Oh, she took it to the wrong side.
Yeah.
And now, again, she had somebody up with her. I think she maybe was a bit greedy there. This is a very good question I've asked myself on some of these. Is it that France are good or is it that Italy are poor? If you can say, was Hungary good or was England poor? Looking at, it was a good touch. In fairness, there was good close control there from the French player. Oh, René's gone 5-0 France.
You never know.
I know there's still plenty of time in this game, but I struggle to see Italy getting anything. Do you know what? Close for a penalty, says Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know what, James? I'm going to say to you there. I thought that in the Switzerland-Portugal game. Switzerland, 2 early goals in the first 5 minutes, I think it was. And I thought, this is it. It's all one-way traffic. Second half, Portugal were like a different team. It's like they'd got injections at half-time. They came out and they were lucky not to win it. So I know what you're saying, though, looking at this, but it is almost a carbon copy of that game. 2 early goals.
I don't know, Chris. I think René might have a point with this one. And going back to Charlotte's comment as well, I think if I had to pick out of the 2, I'd say it's that the French are very good. Italy, okay, they're coming forward, but you can see they're having to tell when they're coming forward. They're having to do double the work because they're trying to get forward with the ball and not lose it by keeping with the ball retention. But they're still having to try and tell somebody, get forward, give me an option to play a pass. And it shouldn't be like that. You should be able to read the game, and they're not. They just can't. So for me, the fact that the French have got a game plan, they're playing to it well. When they come forward, 3 or 4 players join them as well. It's not as though it's a case of, right, you're on your own, hope for the best. There's
been a lot of that, though, I must admit, in these games where the players burst forward. And I think it was Portugal in the first half against Switzerland. They were ambling up like, yeah, okay, we'll get there in a minute. Then the player with the ball gets to the byline has got nobody to cross it to because they're still ambling up, Didn't she used to be queen? Didn't she used to be a queen, Anne Boleyn? Indeed. I know.
Off with your head, Chris. Off with your head.
Indeed. James, it is very true. Who'd have ever thought Everton would have beaten Leicester at the end of last season? But it happens. These things happen.
Tell me about it. I'll never forget that watch-along.
Did we do a watch-along for that?
Yeah, we did.
If today, by the way, on my channel, you were looking out for the lead judges Arsenal discussion about Tielemans, he I think that's offside. Will it be offside when she gets to it? He basically let me down. No other way of putting it. Terry says, just got in. Has it been quality so far? Yep. To be honest with you, it was close though.
He did a typical Arsenal, Chris. He bottled it.
Well, I think so. Just got in. It says Terry, has the game been quality? It's not been a bad game, but it has been all one-way traffic, hasn't it?
Yeah. The French Revolution has just been steamboating against Italy. Really, there's nothing that the Italians can do. Every time the ball's at the French feet, they look like they're going to do something
as well. I thought, oh God, he's keeping up with the game.
No, it's every time the French are on the ball, they just have this. There's no urgency to get to goal. You know, they're passing it around. As I said earlier, they're creating the opportunities, opening the space. Yeah, the Italians just. Yeah. It's a case of let's get forward. If we can get a goal, we get a goal. You know, c'est la vie.
Yeah. Half an hour gone, still 2-0.
Although I don't think it's the Italians saying c'est la vie, to be honest. I mean, that'd be a bit of a piss take to France, wouldn't
it? France currently topping the group. So let's take a quick look at France, shall we? We'll look at Italy in the second half. How did they get here? They've obviously playing Italy today. Thursday they're playing Belgium, and then the Monday after they are playing Iceland. They qualified as Group G winners, played 8, won 7, drew 1, and they got 44 goals for, and didn't concede 1 goal. Bloody hell. Their best was the quarterfinals in 2009, 13, and 17, which obviously was the last time they played. Key player is Wendy Renard. One to watch is Marie Antoinette Katoto. Bless you. Defensive solidarity and offensive explosiveness are the main qualities of the Accra's outfit. Les Bleus have a backbone of Paris and Lyon players and are organised in a 4-3-3 formation, relying on speed down the flanks. And the pedigree,
as he said earlier.
Off with who's? Off with the head, says Charlotte. The pedigree, Accra's biggest challenge is undoubtedly trying to break the quarter-final hoodoo. Despite often being considered one of the European football's powerhouses, France were eliminated in the last 8 in their previous 3 Women's Euro finals, 2 World Cups, and their last Olympics. Well, wow. In fact, France have only ever won 2 knockout games in major competitions on penalties against England at the 2011 World Cup in Germany. Who knew that? Penalties, eh? And 2-1 versus Sweden at the 2012 Olympics in London. But even then, they suffered defeat in the semi-finals of both tournaments. Well, but maybe it's not all over then, eh?
No, you never know. Although the way it's going, you can't not look past France. The thing is, and I don't know how to word it. How do I say it? It's sort of they're not scared to put in a challenge. The French either. You know, they're not shirking away from any challenges. You know, they're going in hard. They're here to play football. They're here to get involved and get a result. Where the Italians are sort of, you know, just want to sort of get out of this game alive by the looks of it.
Yeah. Interesting, like I say, having watched the Portugal-Switzerland game the night, which was totally the original game of 2 halves. It will be interesting to do the second half of this. Terry says, so of all the teams you've seen, who do you fancy for the final? I mean, Germany, I didn't see the Germany game, but they won 4-0. So they've obviously got to be in the mix. For me, the best teams so far, I mean, Norway impressed me.
Good touch.
You know, Norway really did impress me. Netherlands, Sweden's played well. Probably those. Well, I didn't see Germany, so I can't say. So for me, Netherlands and Sweden, although it was a 1-1 draw. What about you, Dan?
Don't know. I mean, I'm looking at the French here. They're just so. There's so much va-va-voom. I mean, I don't.
I might change over to the France at the end of the game, but that I've seen so far, yeah, for me,
from what I've seen so far, it's just the way they dominate the game, the way they're defending. They're just they're so tough to break down. Although it sort of, we can see that in these games. It's when you get the tests of France, Germany, or the Netherlands and Germany, etc. So.
I mean, Scott Booth, the former Birmingham City manager, has just said Italy are leaving spaces and France are exploiting them. There's no doubt that they have real pace up front, so they can play the long ball over the top, or they can play on Katoto's feet. So many options.
It's easy for France. The space that there is, there's so many gaps that open up. Like the French players can just stop, look up, and have still got time to pick. Make a decision on who to play it to before an Italian's decided, oh shit, I should really close it down.
Yeah. I mean, so far, we've only played 37 minutes.
Oh, what a goal! What a goal! I called it earlier. I said, watch out for Cascarino. What a finish!
Is he playing?
Aye, old Tony Cascarino is in.
Whoa, number 20 a goal. There. Number 20.
Delphine Cascarino, what a finish.
With their clappers. See, everybody
take a bow, girl. Take a bow.
What a goal. What a goal it was. Just looking at it now. I mean, she's on the edge of the box. No, but actually, in fairness, three Italian defenders went to close her down. And she got the shot off first. Got a hand to it, the Italian goalkeeper, I think. Let's have a look. No, it went under her hand, unfortunately. Yeah. The height is down. The height was, the hand was out, but it wasn't at the right height. Wow. I mean, Italy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
But France. $3-0.
Hold on a minute, Chris. I think there may be a fourth. Oh, there is. It's 4.
Let's have a look. They're going France, Burnley. What am I saying? Oh, that was a lovely play. Lovely and round. Oh, my God. They're a class. I'm going to change my answer, Terry. This is the best team I've seen.
I said Rene had a point. I said Rene had a point when he said 5-0, potentially 9. Brilliant ball through.
You might have to up it from 5, to be honest with you.
And
and thank you for modelling me for that, Dan, by the way.
Not a problem. Anytime. You know me.
So we are, 4-0. And we're not even... it was just...
We've only just hit 40 minutes.
Yeah. I've got to say, this team is impressing me. This team is impressing me.
They are. They've just been absolutely phenomenal.
Just catching up. I've only just seen the third goal. Charlotte, is that swearing in Italian or is that just a form of pasta? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Oh, James, keep up, mate. Keep up. Italy are rubbish for women, but men, Italy, better team. Well, yeah, we're talking different, different classes. It's like comparing black and white. Still, yes, you were swearing. AFCB, Arsenal are in. The Arsenal Massive has arrived.
How's it going, James? You all right?
Isn't it? See, he turns up, Lee Judges doesn't.
Oh, he's not. He's a Bournemouth fan.
Oh, is he?
James is a Bournemouth fan, yeah.
Bournemouth, sorry. I just complained. I've really. I mean, hang on.
You've just swore at him, Chris.
James, I'm sorry. Oh, that was me as well.
Oh, Chris's tea's ready.
Brilliant football, says James. Yes, it was. Terry F said we have to Google the highest ever score. Looks like heading that way. I mean, we've had a couple of fours in this tournament, haven't we? Germany beat Denmark 4-0. Spain put 4 past Finland. Norway put 4 past Northern Ireland, but that was at 90 minutes.
Oh, Chris, you might want to get the goal gift ready again. France haven't scored; they nearly did, but the Italian keeper actually made a save that didn't go back into the path of the French.
And she actually made a save where she got
actually made a save.
Right.
That's her getting the Italian side's man of the match.
I mean, she's made a couple of efforts before, but it's like, she's whatever height she's got her hand up, the ball's gone under or over.
Yeah.
I mean, look in here. Let's have a look. 69%. It was 70% a minute ago. But what a goal! She has actually called Cascarino. Yeah. Low and hard. That's a bit like you, Dan.
Just low.
That fourth goal was he scored so quickly. Scott Booth didn't even have time to talk through the third. I know I said earlier that Portugal did come back from being 2-0 down, but I cannot see France coming back.
No. And can I just say as well, the English referee in this game, she's let the game play. She's not been.
Yeah.
It's not been a case of.
I haven't noticed the referee, and that is what it should be like. I'm just going to put my light on. Won't be a second, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what's that on my booster cushion? That's what he calls it.
Don't worry, Chris. I've been there with pals as well. It's nasty stuff.
It is. Pain in the arse. They really are. Terry, here we go. Terry.
Oh! You want 5 at half time? You're going to get 5 at half time. France 5, Italy 0.
Have a look at this goal. So she's on the far side. Who was picking her up? Who was picking her up?
According to celebrations, it was somebody in a France shirt.
I mean, it's a great game. Don't get me wrong, great game to be watching. The French lost it in their own half, and there was 3 French strikers in the box, not one Italian defender marking any of them, and they were stood there in the box with them, but nowhere near them.
Can I just say, Chris, as well, that's a first half hat trick for Grace Guilloro as well.
Really? Wow. Yep, holy poo. I understand that one, Charlotte. I was going to say, Terry, have an early night. Good. Thanks for popping in. Got an early start tomorrow. Take care.
Take it easy, Terry.
Yeah, Renee. I have a feeling that it's not going to stay that way. But you are, as Donald Trump would say, stop the count. 5-0. I mean, what
A midfielder has got a first half hat trick.
I mean,
Fantastic.
I was
Absolutely
about
fantastic.
to say, when James came in, I said, wouldn't it be funny if it was like nil for the rest, no more goals for the rest of the game. He'd missed all 4, and he came in and they scored. But it is half time.
It is indeed.
Half-time whistle has gone, as in, you see, got a sound effect for any occasion. This is one I like.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
It's not. That's what the Italian coach is saying to her players. It doesn't know. Is it a hat trick? It says on the BBC, but then on the TV, it didn't say it was a hat trick.
Yeah. Obviously, the first goal was Mary Antoinette Catorto with the first one. Delphine Cascarino. Grace Gioro opened the scoring. Then Catorto. Then Cascarino got the third. And then two on the 40th and 45th by Gioro as well. First half hat trick by the midfielder.
Of course, 5. I'm adding it up wrong. Right. Well, it is half time. It's swimming pool and watering garden time, and we will be back. Well, after we've had a look at what Dan likes to do in his bedroom.
Leicester lead again. The goals are flowing here now.
The Leicester Till I Die shop is now open.
For all your Leicester Till I Die merchandise,
Visit the Leicester Till I Die shop at our website.
Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest. All you need for everything Leicester City FC. It's Leicester Till I Die TV.
You're still on mute, Chris.
Yeah, I didn't kept myself on mute. Some people say it's an improvement. I don't know. But if you are watching and you haven't yet, please do what it says at the bottom under there. Subscribe. We would love you forever. And thank everybody who is lending us your ears if you're listening, or lending us your eyes if you're watching. I know it's not the nicest of sights for your eyes, but there we go. So let's have a look. We've got some more chats. Mike's in the chat. Good evening, Michael. How are you? I have to, don't I?
You do indeed.
You're quickly coming out for the second half, I think. Oh no,
not just yet. They're not. They're showing highlights.
They're showing the game from earlier. Mike, it would be remiss of me not to do this for you. You know, I like to make my Welsh viewers feel welcome. I fail miserably. I'm not going to lie. So there we go. Just watch the replay. Said Charlotte. Italy's defence is shocking. Benny says he loves guessing predictions. Arturo Pizzara. Good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome along. Italian Ti Amo. I've probably just sworn in Italian and I don't know.
No, that's Italian. We love you.
Oh, look at you. Look at you with your Italian knowledge.
See, Charlotte also changed it for you as well underneath.
Oh, did she? Oh. Yeah, okay. And then I thought, yeah, you know, that's what you get from working at Domino's for 2 weeks. Jordan, welcome along. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Hope you're well, Jordan.
Well, and then if anybody is wondering where the Snog, Marry, Avoid show is, it should have been on at this time. I'm so glad we didn't do it because this is such a good game. We are doing that at 2:30 tomorrow.
Dentist time.
I'm on Ryan's channel at 12:30 to do a prediction show for the Premier League. That's the Premier League, by the way, Dan. That's the one you're not in anymore. And at 2 o'clock, I've got an appointment with the DWP, which I'm really looking forward to. And then at 2:30, as long as they're in me on time, we're going to do Snog, Marry, Avoid.
You're at the dentist at 2:30, aren't you?
Sorry? Oh, God. Yeah, 2:30, Snog, Marry, Avoid, or Keep, Sell, or Loan. And that will be actually with Brad, because Craig will obviously be working. Sum up that first half. I mean, one-way traffic, wasn't it, Dan?
Yeah, massively. I mean, the French just been all over the Italians from the get-go. Italy had a good spell, first 2 to 3 minutes, but then they just dropped off. It's ended up being, women against girls at the end of the day. It sounds weird saying that instead of men against boys. It's just, I don't know whether it works right or not, but yeah. And however, it's just been 11 men behind the ball for the Italians, and they've tried to get forward. There's just no urgency to create chances, though. It's just a case of, they're having to explain, you should be in there. That's why I'm wanting to make a pass, get in that space. And that's why when I said earlier, it's like when Burnley played Manchester City, 11 players behind the ball, and the French are using this as practically like a training game. 14 chances France have had, and had 7 on target. 5 of them are in the back of the net. So it just goes to show how strong this French side has been, and expect to see some more French dominance throughout the tournament.
Well, James has said here, what are the odds for Italy to win 6-5?
I don't think a bookie will touch you. I don't think a bookie will touch you unless you were willing to put big money on it.
No, I think they would, because they know that they're not going to be paying out.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
I get what you meant. I get what you meant when it was the other way around. And I did actually try and see who was the odds to actually, and we don't recommend gambling children. Remember that if you do gamble, when the fun stops, stop. And we have to say that legally, otherwise my solicitors poo the pants. And I don't have actually to win Euro 2022 outright. Let's have a look here. Okay, we've got one here. Here we go. So to win it outright, Spain. Oh no, Spain and England, and I think that's probably because it's English bookies, more than the actual chance. Why can't they just put a list up of put them in order? Why do they have to give you how many corners they'll win by and what have you?
I'll tell you what I found funny, Chris. They've just shown, so I can see somebody on the TV underneath what they were showing on BBC, and I can see someone with a flat cap. So I'm just wondering whether they allowed the whip it in or not.
Well, I tell you, Italians haven't been whipping it in, have they?
No, definitely not.
Oh, come on, that's a right. Spain favourites, joint favourites with England. I tell you what, should we go 888 Sport or should we go Paddy Power? Other bookmakers are available, by the way. Let's go with 888 Sport. So Spain is 7-2 at the moment. England is 7-2. France are 5-1. They've got those odds have got to come down, I think. Netherlands 5-1. Sweden 7-1. And I've got a sneaky feeling for Sweden. Germany 7-1. Norway 14-1. We're getting to the outsiders now, because after that, Denmark is 29-1, as indeed are Italy. Switzerland are 49-1. Austria 59. Belgium, Iceland, Portugal are 99-1. And Finland and Northern Ireland are 220-1, which is a shame.
Fair fancy the odds for France, 5-1. There's some good returns on that.
Paddy Power's the same as well. Finland. I must admit, like I say, I love the shirt for Finland. I want that shirt. I do. The players are coming out. So. No, they're not. They're just they're coming out and they're doing a little bit of a warm up before they kick off. The lights are coming on at Rotherham. You see, they do have electricity in Yorkshire, Kate.
There's a bloke in the back of the stadium pedaling on a bike.
Tell you what, it is warm here. I've got the door open and no breeze whatsoever.
No, I'm saying, mate, it's a good job half time came about as it did. There were a queue forming at back door.
I've got the fan on next to me. Thank you for coming, by the way.
I knew that would come in. Which is why it made it more comical. I'll give you that.
It's how you stay cool at a football match, stand next to a fan. Mike's going to throw £1 on Finland at 220 to 1. I just want the shirt. I'm sorry. I like the shirt. It should be red and it should be England. That's what our shirt should be. Right. Let's bring everything back in.
I was going to throw £1 on Iceland, but I'd probably only end up coming back with turkey drummers for £1.
Don't give up the day job. I've got a day job. Like me, you haven't got one. Which is why I'm speaking to the DWP tomorrow.
It's great. I love following in my father's footsteps.
Yes. Which is why if you want to donate a super chat, please feel free. If you want to become a member, please feel free as well. It helps me put baked beans on the plate for my kids. Or if you don't want to physically give me any money, you just subscribe, and that makes an old man who's a Leicester fan feel very, very happy. All right, substitutions are being made, and on they come. And like I said, I think the English ref has done okay in this game.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. Back underway.
I set my last score off. Set my last score off. I set my next score off. Weirdly enough, France have never won the Women's Euros. Indeed, I did say that earlier. You never know. You never know. They're looking good. He's in. He's in. His predictions in the bin. Anthony.
Hope you're well done. Steve Cottrell sends his love because he can take it back with a plum, fold it up.
Oh, as he goes,
Anthony, up his arse.
Anthony. He's big, he's round, he's found at Southampton's ground. So France straight away are on the attack. Let me just click my thing to come up here.
Oh, that's a good one. Anthony. If you play in a red football kit, he probably spots your team. Anthony.
Doesn't rhyme, but it's good.
To be fair, he sent me a picture earlier and it showed Steve Cottrell holding a microphone. And he said, "What's he singing to you?" So I sent him the link to the song. I'm a wanker.
Yes, I'm glad you went there. I do apologise for Dan's language here.
Oh, sorry, I forgot we're on air.
So Italy actually in the French half. Nobody's supporting her. Nobody was. I mean, there was one other Italian player around, but she wasn't offering any support whatsoever.
No.
Well, Anthony, it's good you support your home team. But anyway, that's enough Southampton and Arsenal. We're back to talking World Cup Euros, and France 5, Italy 0. Oh, come on, that was holding. That was, well, in fairness, it was the Italian holding the French, and it was in the French box, so he's not going to get anything for it.
No, definitely not.
It was 6 of 1.
If anything, there's one thing you wouldn't do.
Actually,
is probably rile up the French anymore.
Yeah, she was holding. Oh, yeah. In fairness, the Italian, that was a little bit naughty from the Italian. She was really, really holding on. Sorry, naughty from the French, I mean.
Naughty.
We know the Italians are naughty.
We do indeed, Chris.
Yeah,
we do indeed.
They do like to strangle the odd opposition player when they're running past them, don't they, the Italians?
Oh, they love it, yeah. Oh, the French are coming forward again. Oh, you had 2 chances to pass that, and you decided to keep the ball at your feet, and now you've lost it.
But they're coming forward again. This is probably just seeing what you're seeing. She had options, yeah. They don't seem that, and I've noticed again with a lot of the games that is that final decision. They seem hard to every team. The strikers seem to want to run with they don't want to pass it. If I can't shoot, I'm going to run with it. I don't care that there's somebody to the side of me. See that so much in this tournament. Anthony says it's the best so far. I didn't see Germany, so I can't judge. But
the Italians have just had a chance.
Mamma mia!
I don't think they'll get going again.
And it was wide.
Attempts 14-4.
Well,
just goes to show the dominance, doesn't it? And who's dominating this game?
Yeah. I'm just going to ask you, Anthony, do you mind just taking over commentary for a second for me, mate?
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Italians coming forward again. Ball to the back stick and straight into the arms of the French goalkeeper. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? I mean, so far, obviously, the French have been absolutely dominating, but as myself and Chris alluded to earlier, we've seen a lot in these Women World Cups where the first half has been absolutely dominated by one of the teams, and the second half, the game's just completely changed on its head. I can't say that now with the scoreline being so damaging, but no, we have seen stranger things happen in football, and I think that's one of the reasons why we like it, the unpredictability. But this has got to be up there with a stonewall decision that we can't see the Italians really turning the screw in this one. The French coming forward again. Ball down on the left-hand side. Is the only one they can find in the box. It's a low cross. It's intercepted by the Italian defender. The thing is as well, these Italians, they take so much time. But that's the reason why they keep losing it. Because even though they've been playing around with it and toying around with the ball, it's the decision making, and we just said it literally 5 minutes ago. The decision making in these games has been questionable, to say the least. Oh, that's a booking. That's got to be a booking. And there we go. I knew it. Ball into the centre of the park. French player makes the pass. Italian player runs straight into him, practically clotheslines her. It's a yellow card for Simonetti, the Italian. No, I agree, James. Strange things do happen.
Anthony, you are very, very close to getting a kick out of this chat. The other day, you were getting very sexist with your comments, and it isn't appreciated. We did a show last Friday on racism, on homophobism and sexism in the game, and you are just showing why there. We will have less of that, and that is your one and your only warning. And you're going in a timeout, mate. Because you are one of the reasons, Anthony, why women's football is joked about, and I don't like it. I'm sorry. Mate, you got to be quick. You got to be quick, mate. So it's still no. I didn't miss a goal then.
No, he definitely didn't miss a goal. He's just getting a bit dirty now, to be fair. The Italians are playing a bit of hardball, going in hard on challenges.
Yeah.
If anything, as I say, it's just going to rile the French up more. And the French really need to keep their cool and just, because, as I say, frustration does set in these games. At 5-0 down, I can understand why the Italians are going to have to be aggressive in play, but
yes.
There's just people getting kicked all over the shop now. There's another Italian player on the deck. French still coming forward. I lost it. Oh, they're going back to the injury now.
No, Mike, the rules apply to the mods just as much as they do to anybody else. Just ask Dan from earlier.
Aye.
It applies to moderators, to presenters. The rules are rules, as they say. In fact, all I can say to that is...
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Oh dear. Talk about wasted childhood.
At least you're having it now, Chris. It's just a shame it's got to that point where you're having to have the curious case of Benjamin Button for it to come in.
This is true.
And we know you in your buttons.
Tell you what, that's my favourite pantomime. I mean, it'd be interesting now to see whether France go for the throat or they just take their foot off now and let them say, well, we're 5-0 up. I mean, Portugal came back yesterday, but they only had to come back 2 goals.
No, that's true. That's true. At 5, it's damage levitation, isn't it? And
it's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, the French aren't giving up. Okay, they've sat off a little bit, but they know as soon as the Italians come forward, they're out in their numbers trying to carve a chance. I think that may be the second half game plan. Potentially, let them have see more of the ball, come forward, and if anything, it may open them up a little bit more because. To France, they could have thought, right, well, for them, they may go that they know they've got to go all out in this second half. They know they've got to come out of the blocks, and so if they do give them the option to come out and create space and get forward, then the Italians just missed an attempt. But yeah, as I say, I think the French. We'll obviously see they've already been able to utilise the pockets of space that have been given already, but there'll be more space to work with going forward when they're on the Italians are on the front foot.
Over and over. Good evening. Welcome along. Thank you for joining us. The Arsenal Massive in tonight.
How are you doing, Rich?
I've seen no one who worries me. Still confident the Lionesses can go all the way. I'm not, to be honest with you. I saw that first game that England played, 1-0 against Austria, and it was a case of wasn't overly impressed. I'm not going to lie. And when you've seen that the French in this first half and the Swedes and the Dutch earlier, I mean the Dutch, I know we beat them 5-1 in the friendly, but yeah, I mean the French first half performance. They don't need to do anything now, do they?
No, not really. I mean, for them, they don't have to run around like headless chickens trying to, find an elusive goal. For them, they could just take it as it comes. If needs be, they could be the ones just throwing 11 men behind it and just fault. But you don't want to do that. because you're then prone to conceding, and then you've got to try and find that mentality to get forward again. And don't change the philosophy. I'd have kept going at.
Yeah.
I'd have kept going at 5-0 even in the second half.
Italy have got to come out now, and the French can just pick them off.
Yeah, they can easily. I mean, to be fair, going back to what Rich said as well about England, I think we're still trying to adapt to the manager's, philosophy. I mean, she's not been in the job that long. Fingers crossed it does, Chris. Fingers crossed it does come home. But
yeah, well, good evening.
I suppose
Chris.
we'll see. Time will tell.
How are you? Welcome along to the channel. Not seen you before, I don't believe. If it is your first time, please consider subscribing and giving us your support. It would be most welcome. Not many teams beat Austria. I don't know what. Let's have a look what Austria are like. I'm just having a look at where they are in the old table. I mean, Austria are 59-1 to win it. Can't remember Austria's positioning.
4-4-2.
So Austria are 21st in the world ranking. I mean, when you're talking Korean Republic are 18th. The North Korea are 10th. Oh no, North Korea are 10th. I mean, I think that a lot of teams should be beating Austria, mate. In my opinion. But thank you for yours.
Can I just ask, Chris, while we're talking World Cup, what happened? I was doing some research on World Cup teams and stuff. Whatever happened to teams like Yugoslavia and stuff? Did they just become part of other countries?
They split up, didn't they? So instead of Yugoslavia, you had Bosnia and
so you've got Bosnia and Herzegovina, haven't you?
And Brad's favourite team,
North Macedonia.
Yes, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Over.
Keepers out, and I thought the French were going to go for the 6th.
Maybe they should. Yeah, they got to the semi-finals. You're quite right. But that was their first major tournament. I still think that on paper, and I know it's not played on paper. Is it Roger from Over and Over?
No, Rich.
Sorry, Rich from Over and Over. Sorry, mate. I think you should still be looking at trying to beat these. But like I said, we're making all these judgments on sort of the first games, aren't we?
I understand what you're trying to say, Chris. I mean, I can understand why you said Roger. It's because his team get Rogered most weeks, being an Arsenal supporter.
I never said that, Rich. I never said
that.
I'm
only pulling your leg, Rich. I mean, it could be worse. You could be a Burnley fan. I've got to get my digs in somewhere. Speaking of which, I'm going to put 50p at me to Chris and put larks on.
Oh, Rich, I thought he was actually going to say something incisive and and clever. Then I do apologise. When somebody swears on air and they go, I do apologise for that. I feel like I do have to apologise for Dan. Bless his little cotton socks. There we go. Very good, Dan. Indeed. Mohammed, welcome along. Like I say, if anybody's new to the chat, they haven't subscribed to the channel, it would be absolutely, totally amazing.
There's been a red card, Chris.
If you could.
There's been a red.
It looks like it's going to have to be the Italian. Yep, she's getting a red. She's getting a red card out of her pocket. It's a straight red. It's a straight red.
Mamma mia.
Oh, no. And she's trying to claim her innocence there.
I missed the challenge. I've missed it. I've completely missed the challenge as I put the light on.
I didn't see it. I don't think the camera was totally up with it.
Dove è il bagno, per favore?
Oh,
that's all you can say to that. You've no idea what I've just said, have you? Let's have a
no,
look.
not a clue. But I've just seen the challenge, and they're checking the red card now. But
she kicked her in the chest. Her foot was high. She kicked her in the chest. I don't think it's a red card, personally. I think it's a yellow, definitely.
yeah, I think I'd say yellow, 100%.
You got to remember, guys,
is...
that the person on the VAR is Chris Kavanagh. So if you want to go and take the dog for a walk, make yourself a brew and come back. It wasn't the best of tackles, but I think it was messy rather than dangerous.
Oh, as you said, you could take your dog for a walk. She's being told to go to the monitor.
Right. She's walking over to the monitor. Let us see.
I think it's one. I'd say it's a yellow. When you look at it, she's already dedicated to, trying to clear the ball.
Yeah.
And it's only that obviously the French player gets there before her. When it shows the camera from afar, it looks malicious and like there was intent. But from close up, there's no intent for, to cause malice to the French player.
The bottom of her foot that caught her hip, wasn't it? It looks worse in full speed. And then her other foot kind of got round her and pulled it down. I think in my opinion, it should be changed to a yellow, but
and it is, Chris.
Fans, what do we know?
It is.
Is it?
It is. The referee has cancelled the red card and changed it to a yellow. You know what? That's fair enough. That is fair enough.
Yeah, totally fair.
I love that. Renee puts a question in, goes, "Where's Kate?" Kate's back in chat. Hi again.
That's twice he's asked. I didn't even bother putting it up. If they want their little romance, they should do it. Get a room somewhere.
We're gonna have to stick that one on guidelines.
She's back. Stop talking about her. Now, fair dues to the referee there, and fair dues to Chris Kavanagh for actually looking at it and overruling the referee. As James said there, it's not the worst tackle I've seen. You've not seen me undressed. No, God, it's a fair decision. I think it was. I don't think it was. I think it looked a lot worse in full speed because the bottom of her foot, of her foot, sorry, hit the hip bone of the French player, but it was her other leg that kind of went behind it, wasn't it? Like a scissor action, and it kind of, brought her down. Dan's gone on mute. Don't know what he's having an argument with Kate.
I'm definitely not. She was just asking me who the player were that had the challenge, so I was just explaining.
You're quite right there. You're quite right with what you said, though, Kate. You are quite right. The Italians tried to make a pass through, but France, again, is too good for them. Disappointing second half, Dan?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think the Italians have got more involved. I'll give them that. They're starting to, they've grown into the game. It's just a shame it's took them till the second half to find their feet. But either way, even when they are getting forward, they're getting to the byline and can't get past the defence, really. So some would say the Italians can't get past her.
It's not even worth a wah, wah, wah.
No, it's not. It's not. It was shocking. It was terrible.
In fact, you're going to have another one of these. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
And you made it a lot easier since we were on Google Maps the other night. But have Italy improved, or is it just the fact that France don't? I mean, it's a tournament competition. Obviously, I'm stating the obvious. I know, doing a Michael Owen there, but they're playing again on Thursday. Is it that I think they play? Let's see if I can get all the games up here. So they're playing tonight, and they're playing Belgium on Thursday. So they don't need to do anything stupid, do they? And so are the Italians sort of looking better because the French are saying we're 5-0 up?
Yeah. There's no doubt about that. The French have sort of sat off and just gone, right, the scoreline's comfortable enough. It's took care of itself. Let's just see the game out now, and hopefully we can just get a clean sheet as well as the 5 goals. So yeah, I'd say it's more that the French have sat off. You can see now, the French are playing with the ball in their own half.
Yes. Yeah.
The Italians are having to come into their half, and sometimes you can do that. It frustrates sides, even when they're 5-0 down. Oh,
but when you look at a game like this, and I
didn't know whether that were going to be called for a penalty or anything. The Italian went down in the box.
She did. You can see the referee looking at it.
Oh, I'd say that's a penalty. She's sandwiched there. There's no way of getting through.
Let's have a look at this in slow motion.
Oh, I'd say that's a penalty.
Oh, yes, you could be right. I think that she went down dramatically. It was the wrong player went down, wasn't it? That's the thing. The number 7 went down, but it wasn't the number 7 that was fouled. It was another player that was sandwiched, like you say, and the number 7 tried to go through and went down. I think she's been taken off now anyway, but it'd be interesting to see if that's looked at by Chris Kavanagh. I don't think it is being, because they seem to be playing on. It was a good call for a penalty. It was a good shout. But
Dove è il bagno, per favore?
That's what the Italians think.
Oh, French coming forward, and they've lost it.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say before the penalty shout that I can remember when Leicester were playing Southampton, we were 5-0 up at half time, and I turned to Sean and his fiancée that was with me, and I said, "Don't expect this in the second half, because what Leicester could more likely do, being 5-0 up, is just sit back and just take it easy." As it happened, they didn't. They went for Southampton were that bad. We obviously went on and scored another 4 and got the 9-0. But that generally happens, like I say, all 5 goals in the first half. We're half an hour into the second half, not a goal.
No. I think that's one of the annoying things of football. I'd rather, if a team's going to go out and score 5, keep it up, keep doing it, keep killing the game off.
Yeah,
that's what football's there to do. That I don't get this. At 5-0, you should show the opposition respect. Then it's not your fault if you've not turned up on the day.
I agree.
Look at how close teams are getting in divisions these days. The titles are being won on goal difference. Teams are only staying in the division on goal difference. Don't be all nasty.
No.
Although that's Steven Gerrard's way of getting out of handing the title over anyway, by saying I slipped on my heart on purpose.
Can I just say to anybody that has joined us late in, to save you going all the way back to the beginning and listening to it, that Dan did predict an Italian win tonight. Yes, you did.
I did. I said I think the Italians might nick it, but I'll tell you what, that record of away games has certainly gone, and
it has. It has indeed.
Probably not a nice one to lose as well.
Please subscribe now on YouTube.
Sorry, do carry on.
I was just saying it's to lose in the fashion that they are doing.
Yeah,
it'd be an absolute killer.
Yes, it would. Piemonte is on. I'm sure I've had a couple of bottles of wine called that.
Oh!
Charlotte is back. How that is, Gabrielle? Good evening, young lady. How are you? How is that not a red card? Which incident are you referring to? And Dan will probably explain why. Charlotte, you've actually. Oh, do you mean the earlier one? Go on, Dan.
I just think that it was probably not. I don't think it was chest high. As I say, it's just top of the thigh. There was no intention for her to hurt the player. She's, the referee went to the monitor. You could see from the close-up angle that she only has eyes for the ball. She's already committed to trying to clear the ball before the French players got a bit of a nick on the ball. So
yeah,
there was no malice in it. From afar, the camera from afar, it looks dangerous. But when you see it close up, which is what VAR is there for, to nip this sort of stuff in the bud, I'd say it was the right decision to obviously take it back and give a yellow, because it was a stone wall yellow, and you can see it sometimes questionable as a red, but with how close it was and the fact that she'd already committed to the incident of trying to clear the ball, it was yellow all day.
Yeah, I think we agree on that, and well done to the referee and even Chris Kavanagh for making a look. But again, that penalty decision, I think that should have been looked at.
Oh, the Italians have one back.
Do they? Talking of being back, Charlotte's back from outer space. She turned around now without that look upon her face.
Well, she just felt like dropping in.
Good.
She felt like dropping in, Chris, and expected you to be free.
Yeah, the Italians have finally got something to cheer. It was not in fairness, it was a well taken goal. It was a good cross in. It was a good cross in, and it was a good header, I've got to sort of say.
Dove è il bagno, per favore?
Charlotte's come back in, and that's it. The Italians have grabbed one.
Indeed.
It's what she wanted.
Serious, man. You cannot be serious!
But they are, because they have. And of course, we all know what that means. Get your maracas out.
I can offer you TV remotes if that helps.
That doesn't quite work, does it, mate?
No, not really. Not really.
Hello, him. How are you? Hope you are well. Mamma mia. Yep, indeed. Just 4 more.
Himanshu, hope you are well. Hope you're well.
The comeback is on. Good header, though. It was. And it was a good cross in as well, in fairness.
Yeah, well.
Probably their best move or best attacking chance of the match.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they've been close, though. There's been a few near misses where they've, had the ball across the face of goal, but, they've not just managed to get that killer touch on the end of it.
I've never looked at this Italian side, though, and thought, do you know what? They could get back into this.
No.
Their attacks haven't filled me with sort of any confidence that there's going to be a goal on the end of it. But there's just 12 minutes to go, just less than 12 minutes to go. So, they only need a goal every 3 minutes here, the Italians. So you never know. You never know. Save your love, my darling. Save your love. Charlotte says she messaged the Pope to help. Is he a football fan, though, Charlotte? That's the thing. And do you know what that Italian was, Charlotte? I bet you don't.
Do you think the Pope celebrated that goal? Damn Vatican.
Anyway, France are breaking away. I'm sorry, honestly, I promise. Look, pay me enough, and I won't have him back on. Okay, that's the deal. If the subscribers hit 2,000 by the end of the show, I won't have him back on. He has connections. Yeah. Yes, he does. Mike, gonna bet in play for 6-5 Italy. Well, don't want to pull the wool over your bookie's eyes, do you?
Chucking money away.
I have an idea you'd like to act more like a man than a cold piece of English mutton.
Who knows? Who knows?
Speaking of English muck, my mum's tried to ring me twice while I've been on this podcast.
Hello, Mrs. Riley. How the devil are you?
She's actually I declined it both times as she's tried to ring, and then she's just messaged now, you on a podcast? So I just sent a thumbs up. Like, yep.
I said it's bad that your family know when you're on a podcast, don't it?
She needs to stop though, Chris, doesn't she? She needs to stop. She needs to realise that this is my time with my father right now. And I can't just be hers all the time,
She won't accept it. She won't accept it.
You didn't accept me at birth either.
Well, that is true. Can anybody blame me? I mean, come on, guys. You back me up here. Would you? I'll put him in that little Moses basket made out of straw. Put him in the Leeds Liverpool canal, and just push him down.
Oh, the Italians are in. The Italians are in for a second. Oh, nah. Don't even know why I said it.
No, you got all excited for the wrong reasons. To anybody,
I don't know. It's still very much trying to attack. Nah.
It's all about pride for the Italians now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd hate to be Kit, man. Be a bit annoyed, wouldn't they? Like, oh, you got mud on your shirt again. You'd be like, it could be worse. It could be bolognese sauce. And then Tablet's giving me a bit of an upset stomach.
Although she wrote it before you said that, I'm going to use Charlotte's text a message as summing up that joke.
Yeah, it was though. Oh, Chance, you've took too long with it. Hit it. Put your laces through it. Talk. You've got two of you on the edge. What are you doing? Two of you on the edge. One of you should have just put your foot. She's telling her now. She's telling her. She's like, literally, I was running onto the end of that. I was about to put my laces through it. The one on the end should have done, but took an extra touch. And then there's one steaming in, and it's been taken away from her. Dear God.
I mean, that first effort was straight at the Italians. Yeah, she did take it off her foot, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's coming steaming in to go and have a pile driver of a shot from edge of box.
If I get 4 more likes before the end of the show, I will ban Dan ever coming back on with his jokes again.
Oh, cheers, Chris. Thank you.
That's all right, mate. Anything
the
for
only reason, the only reason why this channel has gained its success story is because of
because of me. Thank you. Yes, I know that.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. But I was going to say, these added extra appearances.
I don't know. If anybody wants to hire Dan, by the way, he is available from Rent-A-Host. Available for bar mitzvahs, parties. The French are, of course. Ooh, that looked closer than it actually ended up. Like half a mile wide, but it did look close at the start. It was a good breakaway by the French, in fairness. I think the French have just said, why exert ourselves for this second half? And why should they,
No, it's Austria, Northern Ireland tomorrow, 4:30.
Yeah.
And then obviously the main one.
The main one.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Indeed. And if you are interested, we are doing a double watch-along tomorrow. We won't have to do the 2 separate watch-alongs.
Again? Oh, you bloody spoilers, you, Chris, honestly. I swear.
I know. Honestly, I'm on telly more. I'm on here more than Jimmy Carr's on telly. And
that Premier League trophy's looking lonely without a YouTube plaque, I'm telling you.
Well, it's not as lonely as any trophies in your cabinet, mate.
Oh, you sly fox.
So, yes, join us tomorrow. When Lou will be back, you'll be happy to know. Louise is coming back. And we will be here at 4:45 for Austria, Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland, if they lose that, I think it's bye-bye. And then obviously at 8 o'clock, so we will be here at 7:45. We have got Norway against England. And in the middle of that, at 12:30, I will be on Ryan's channel doing the Premier prediction. Where shall I predict Burnley to end up in the Premiership next season? Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. And at 2:30, Snog, Marry, Avoid on this channel. And guys, if you want to support Dan and give him your support, Turf Moorhouse TV on all the main socials, on OnlyFans as well. But also mainly on YouTube. Get over there, give him a sub. He's a great guy. There's a lot of work, a lot of work, and give him the support and subscribe to his channel as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
As long as you pay me.
I'm here doing God's work.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you now. I mean, what minute are we on at the moment?
Oh, I'm on 87.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty much
game set match.
87 minutes. Yeah, coming up to the 2 minutes, but there'll be stoppage time added on. I've got to be honest with you. The second half, and I'm not surprised, but the second half, a little tad boring. Would you say?
Oh, I'd say more than a tad. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been the odd chances. We've had the red card rescinded incident. We've seen an Italian goal, which is this game is a rarity. It has. It's not been too bad. I just think that, as you say, the damage was already done.
Yeah. How do you follow?
Damage was done in the first 45.
At half time. How do you follow that? And B, do you want to follow that? Because literally, like you say, you got another game in what, 4 days? Yes, I know you can make a load of subs and all that, but it's still a lot of games. I understand them doing what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, of course. Of course, there's an Italian player off the pitch at the moment.
I was going to say that, yes.
Seen to a nosebleed.
Yeah, she had to change her shirt.
Do you think we'll see another goal before the night's out, Chris?
Well, you don't know with this French side, do you? I don't think it will be. Well, you don't know. Italians could do one, but no.
It'd sound a lot more respectable, wouldn't it, for the Italians if they got another one? 5-2 doesn't sound as much of a whitewash as 5-0 does.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Possibly because it's not.
But it's been a good one. As it stands at the minute, a 6-goal thriller. It's probably been one of the best games of the Women's Euros so far.
James says here, one positive Italy can probably take is that they won the second half 1-0. Yeah, it was tough, a tough ask going 5-0 down. Charlotte, England always come on stronger in the second half.
That's true.
It's like Burnley coming on stronger in the second half of the season. Just doesn't happen.
Apart from this season. Oh no, we gave a good
6
5-minute spell.
6 minutes of added time.
Oof.
If we get
6 goals and 6 minutes.
Mates, get Leonardo and his turtle mates on, and we could have an injury time.
Whoa.
I didn't.
See, now you know where I get it from. Now you know where I get it from. So even if you do add those 4 likes to the video, I mean, great, because Chris deserves all the support he gets. However, that's where it comes from.
Yes, yeah, it's hereditary. Did you know diarrhea is hereditary? Runs in your genes.
Hold on a minute, Chris. Hold on a minute. The Italians are in again. Oh, it's off the line. Is it back in? It's back. No, pinball. No, keeper's got it. Keeper has got it.
There was a bit of wrestling on the edge of the box. Oh, it was off the line. It's everywhere. Oh, yeah.
Great defending, by the way. Great defending because the ball had already beaten the keeper.
Yeah, I mean, the keeper saw it late because it came through somebody's leg. Number 13 did well there for Italy to get back and get it off the line. And then it was all a case of everybody piled in, didn't they? But
yeah.
Charlotte liked my my diarrhea joke. Apparently, it's diarrhea awareness week next week. It'll run until Friday.
I have that one. That one were all right.
That one was pinched. And it's just, I had 6 minutes. Andrew, we did have the we've had a few injuries, haven't we?
Oh, just wide by the French.
Tell you what, if you come from Rotherham and you're there tonight, it's not often you see 6 goals in a game, is it?
No. Not if you sat at home end anyway.
Header was it well wide? Let's have a look. It was definitely wide. Good cross. Yeah, I think it did end up going quite a well wide. It's a very good cross out. I have been very impressed. I think France so far this tournament have been the best crossers of the ball.
What was that, Chris? They've been the what?
Best crossers of the ball.
No, what did you say first?
Yeah, I said crossers. I said crossers. Remember the rules. Remember the rules. But no, I think they have. I think the Italians have been the other. To be honest with you, looking at the score line here. Although the Italians should be good at crosses, shouldn't they? Being Catholic. Yay! I'm here all week. White diarrhea. Are the Italians going to get any? Are they going to? Oh no! Can't get it past number 3. Renard.
Do you think the Italian are good at set pizzas? Yeah, even I thought that one were a bit bland.
I don't know what sound I've got to play for you, to be honest with you.
A fanfare will do it.
No, it's got to be good.
More like a fanfare. Well,
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Talking about my head.
So we are coming into the last couple of minutes here, and it's still 5-1. And I mean, in fairness to the Italians, the one thing I can say is I suppose they didn't give up.
Yeah, they've done pretty much what you said, Chris. You said that most of the games in this Euros tournament have been it's been one team dominating one half and the other dominating the second. And to be fair, we have had a bit of that. The Italians have given a bit of a good account of themselves. They're in again. Ball to the byline. Oh, she's just missed it. Just missed it. I mean, it would have been a consolation, but
of course. Well, do you not think they could have got another 4 in in 2 minutes? Was it Gaza-like? Oh, I mean, that was. Oh, come on! That's the second one of those I've seen this tournament. If you cannot connect with a ball, you should not be in your national team. Not sure what you liked. If it was Dan's joke, I've gone off you, Charlotte. Now, I mean, that shouldn't be happening at this level, should it?
No, it shouldn't. The quality of pictures there. You're not anticipating a bobble or out like that, but full time, Chris, 5-1.
It is full time. It's all over. They think it's over. Yes, it is. Although you could have said that at half time, couldn't you? Oh dear. Right, I'm just going to go off and shut to my door. Well, I'm there. Just give us your roundup of. Oh, there we go. That's looking funny, isn't it? That doesn't look
just
right at all. Hello. Where are we? Here we go. Give us your opinion of the game, sir.
Yeah, I'd say domination from the French. Absolutely ruthless all over the park. Played tremendous. Didn't shirk out of a tackle. Sorry. And the Italians couldn't keep up with the physicality of the French. The French had a game plan. They came here to win this game, and they did it to some aplomb in the first 45 minutes. Put the game to bed. The Italians gave a very good account of themselves in the second half. Like James said, technically won it 1-0. But as we've all been saying, it was a case of pride. They've made it more respective on the stats. In terms of shots and shots on target, there isn't much difference. And the possession was a lot better as well. As I say, they've put pride back into themselves. Taking the scoreline away from it, but that'll hurt. That'll hurt to be -4. To be -4 on the goal difference after the first game, that will have kicked them a little bit.
It will, and that could be tough to come back from. In all fairness, I mean, France are top, obviously, +4 goal difference, 3 points. Belgium and then Iceland, and then Italy bottom with -4. I mean, what I liked about the French was they were very clinical.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Switzerland go 2-0 up against Portugal, and in fairness, Switzerland again only going on FIFA rankings, but Switzerland should have been, a lot better than Portugal, but they didn't. They had the 2-0 and almost kind of just sat on it.
Yeah, it's just strange how teams sort of have that mentality of dominating a game, putting the ball in the back of the net, making it count when it matters, and then all of a sudden they think, oh, 2 goals, it's comfortable. You should never, while wearing the kit and playing a game of that magnitude for 90 minutes, you should never think it's time to shut off and that your job's done for the night. I mean, you'd get fired if you were to do that at work. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
I've made one roll. I'll cut machine here, and that's it. It's done. I'm done for the day. I'll go into the canteen until home time. You get your ass kicked. So I don't understand why they do it in football.
I do think the Italians looked better in the second half because the French backed off a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that before.
Yeah. And Charlotte says, okay, France, I'll give you that one. Can I be honest with you, Charlotte? If I was a betting man, I wouldn't follow any of your tips because all you've done is back. In fact, I tell you what I'd do. I'd see who you were backing to win and I'd go and put a fiver on the opposition. You've got one right yet. Oh, dear. I think, like I say, we've played all the games. Okay, so let's just go through the scores because we've had all the first round games now. So Group A, England started off with a 1-0 win over Austria. Norway beat Northern Ireland 4-1. Austria could be the joker in the pack there. But England-Norway, the next game, which is tomorrow night, could be a decider.
It could.
And I think if you lose 2 goals in a 3-game group, I think you're as good as on the plane home, aren't you?
Pretty much. It's a game, set, and match, isn't it? I think England should do the business tomorrow. And then obviously we'll be able to see how other teams fare in the other groups as well. But
then in Group B, we had Spain whacking Finland 4-1 and Germany whacking Denmark 4-1. So that's the group, if you like, whacking, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah. I mean, Finland, everybody knows I love Finland because I love the shirts. I need to get onto 3 retro. It's not a retro shirt yet, but I do love their shirt. But I mean, Finland scored literally within a minute. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it was straight from kickoff, straight down the side. I think Spain was still saying the Hail Marys and tickling the rose beads, whatever they are. But Spain, like I say, they didn't take advantage of it. And I suppose it's always going to be hard to take advantage of it when you play in Spain. But again, Spain, Germany, is that the next game coming up in that group? Let's have a look. Where are we? Where are we now? So, Tuesday, it's Germany, Spain. That is going to be a biggie.
It is. It's going to be a very good game. I'm not going to call.
You would think would win the group.
You'd think so. It'd be a very tough one to call. Very tough one to call. Yeah, you're out there, Charlotte. You're out there.
We'd be on the shower bank, ask your mum. And then in Group C, Portugal 2, Switzerland 2, Netherlands 1, Sweden 1. I mean, Switzerland 2-0 up in the first 10, 5, 6, 7 minutes, I think it was. all over them in the first half, Switzerland. And I said that they will probably regret this, and they did. Portugal, who in the first half had, I thought, as much chance of coming back as Lazarus, but they did absolutely happen to make it, and they made it 2-2 with a penalty. So, again, Switzerland should have killed that off. They were the better team in the first half, and they just went neutral in the second half because they just let Portugal come all over them. And then Netherlands, Sweden, I mean, to be honest with you, got to be two of the favourites. Netherlands are the holders, although they lost their manager, obviously. Sweden, second team in the world, best team in the women's FIFA rankings, just behind. It's not easy for me to say, just behind America, who are obviously number one. That was a 1-1 draw. I thought Sweden played the better of those two.
Yeah, they really did. If anything, the Netherlands were on the back foot for the majority of it, and it was just they managed to get back into it with a scrappy goal, but they'll take it. They'll take it. That group's very much open at the moment.
Yeah. And then the group, obviously, we've just seen 2 games today. Belgium won, Iceland won, which wasn't a bad game, to be honest with you. And then France 5, Italy 1. And when you look at this group and you say, well, France are third in the world, Italy are 14th, Iceland are 17th, Belgium are 19th. That class showed so much, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's, they say, what's the saying, something about form is good, but class is permanent.
Yes.
And, both teams had records. The French had been unbeaten in 13. The Italians...
the French had Joe Lataxi. The Italians had Juan Cornetto. So, yeah, they both had records, definitely. Save your love, my darling. Save your love.
When you said taxi, all I could think about was when you was going to say something about Italy, I was going to bring up the Italian job, but I thought, nah.
No. That would have been good, though. That would have been good. I mean, you can't see anybody other than anybody actually beating France in this.
No, they've just, for me, we're after the watch. They've got the shit together, haven't they?
Yes, yeah.
They knew what they were doing. They weren't scared of putting in. They weren't scared of putting in a challenge. They were there to win. They were there to win and see the game till the death. So fair play to them. They're the ones to beat in my eyes after watching that.
Definitely. I mean, Rennie said here he thinks it'll be a Germany-France or a France-Spain in the final. I haven't seen Germany, so I've got to be totally honest with you. I can't say, so it would be unfair of me to say. Charlotte says she'll call it now. England will not lose a game. If you've got an odd five for anybody, rush down the bookies now. Not that we recommend gambling, and stick on five on England losing a game. To me, on what I've seen so far, and I'm going to call this now, accepting that I haven't seen Germany. On what I've seen so far, I'm going to call it a France-Sweden final.
Interesting.
Yes.
That is very interesting. I'd have probably said something similar. I can't. I don't know. Is it? I just have a feeling that France are going to be in the final, no matter what.
On that performance we've just seen, and like I said, I wish I'd seen the German performance, and I could go back and watch the highlights, but then you can't tell from the highlights, can you? Do you know what I mean? But,
no.
Charlotte's booing me. How very dare you, madam?
I mean, it's a bit like match of the day, isn't it? Half at time they show highlights of Man United having dominating the game, but yet they've lost the game 3-0 to someone like Brentford, and you're just like, come on, don't take the piss.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We come back tomorrow with England's game and England's group. We start on the second round of matches.
Come on, England.
Can't believe we've finished the first set. I really can't. Talking of which, the tennis is on BBC One. Guys, if you are a lover of lower league football, Dan's your man. Where can they find you, Dan?
Yeah, you can find me on here, as I've said numerous times, helping out the aged, doing my volunteering work. However, you can also find me at Turf Morehouse. I don't know why I say it in like 3 syllables. It's Turf Morehouse, my last name and the turf. So yeah, Turf Morehouse. Get on over there. Well, yeah, it is 3 syllables, but I say it like Turf Morehouse, like it's 3 separate words. But yeah, please do show Turf Morehouse some support. It really does help. And we're on the road to 500 subs, so please do show your support. And show your support to Chris, because as much as he likes to take the mick, deep down, he's got a good heart as the lad. Yeah.
Anthony, thank you so much. Anthony has been doing a bit of a Dan. Welcome back, Anthony. Good stream, lads. Off now. Good game. Even though I didn't watch, I was fixing a leak in my kitchen. Do you not have a toilet? You know, it's not unhygienic to wee in the kitchen sink, Anthony.
How can you fit? You don't need to fix a leak. You've bought it from the supermarket. Just put it in the fridge.
Exactly. I think both of those could be just easily forgotten from both of us there. Charlotte's a big Chelsea women fan. I suppose somebody's got to be. Charlotte, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Arrivederci.
Yeah.
Take care.
So yeah, let's get down to 500, guys. You did the hot chip challenge at 3. God knows what he'll do at 5. I've got him down for running naked down the road. But then again, I didn't realise. I do now that there's a school just down the road for him, so maybe that wouldn't be advisable. But,
no. I mean, I do that when without 500 subs most mornings, but
yeah. Subscribe to it's a good Burnley channel, and he will be back up in the Premier League soon, and you'll see him on here loads because he's my son, and I made a promise to his mum. Sean, ciao bella. She was bent down then. Right, on that note, I shall say thank you very much, Daniel, and I will see you soon.
You will, pal. Thank you, everyone in the chat as well. Thank you very much. So take it easy.
Take care. So thanks to Dan there, Dan, the Burnley man. His details, if you have forgotten them already, are in the chat below. His details are in every chat, even when he's not in, because he's one of the moderators here, and he therefore gets a permanent link in the chat on YouTube. If you've not been on YouTube, please get over to it. Please give us a subscribe. I don't ask for much, just a little bit, Well, I'm begging, really. Let's be honest, I'm begging, aren't I? I'm not going to say 2 words about it. But if you do, please, would you do this for me? I know that was Dan screaming in the background. He does do sound effects. In fairness, though, most of them are this. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leicester LTIDtv. Thank you so much for lending me your eyes if you've been watching. Thank you so much for lending me your ears if you have been listening. Everybody in the chat, thanks for popping in. We're going to be back tomorrow, 2:30. Snog, marry, avoid. Yes, definitely avoid the Dan, isn't it? You've got to say. But it's keep. We're going to go through the Leicester squad. Keep, sell, loan. It could be interesting. 2:30. You can then find me on Ryan's channel, I've forgotten what it is, but it'll be we'll be sharing the links tomorrow, and then a double watch along. First of all, we've got Austria versus Northern Ireland at 4:45, and then we've got the biggie, and I think it is the big game of this group because it's the 2 favourites to go through. Who will come out on top, England or Norway? Join us at 7:45 to find out. Take care, please. Everybody, thank you very much for all your support, as always. Enjoy yourself, have a good night, and remember, don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy. And I stopped myself winking then.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too or I'll be back.
Cool. I'm out of here. Ooh, that's a wrap.